I received a package again. And I'm not sure what is in here, so let's take a look. Oh, and I also couldn't find a knife, so I'm doing this. Oh, it's pretty easy to open. Oh, it's the DICTATOR from Gainlab Audio. So if I'm not mistaken, the DICTATOR from Gainlab Audio is a tube compressor, but a real, yeah, it says here pentode very mu compressor. Now I'm really interested in seeing like what a pentode tube can do in very mu, because most very mu compressors, at least the ones that I know, are triode tube compressors. And this is a pentode, so that's interesting. Got some very nice oh, this noise that it makes. I don't like that noise. I don't like that noise. Compressor. Let's see. It's actually pretty heavy. I like that. We've got the correct plug, so that's good. It's actually from Hungary, Budapest. That's Hungary, I think. We've got spare fuses. That's always nice to have. You never know when you need them. On the other hand, these fuses will end up somewhere in a drawer, and I probably won't be able to find them anymore. But it's nice to have a few spare fuses. Do not disturb. I spent some special time with my DICTATOR. That's kind of disturbing, actually. Okay, recording. What do we have here? Get your software from here, session recall or scan the QR. Oh, we're going to try that, session recall. Oh, that's an app? Oh, but does this have Ethernet then? No. Oh, so I think it's just a visual flight rules, visual recall. All right, we have a, what do we have here? A calibration sheet in Russian. Oh no, this is from the tubes. Okay, and we also have two stickers from Gainlab. So nice stuff in the box. And let's open it up. Let's see what it has and what it does. It's actually, and I mean, if a compressor is like physically heavy, a tube compressor, that's usually a good sign, because you know, that means it has all the stuff that it needs to have in order to get a good sound. Oh, it's really heavy actually, compared to Pro VLA or the Cram, or like actually most stuff that is hanging here, except for the Level Devil and the Altec, which are also tube things. I'm really interested in seeing what's inside. Also because, well, this thing was shipped, and shipping equipment with tubes in there, I always like to check the insides in order to know if the tubes are still intact. I actually want to open it up, but I'm not sure if I have the correct screwdriver here. I need to get a screwdriver, and I hope that I can just lift this top panel off. By the way, top panel is also really, it has their logo engraved on it. So this is something that it's not really necessary, because it probably will end up in a rack being used there. You won't see this. On the other hand, it shows them their attention to detail. And honestly, this thing is not expensive. It's 1,600 euros. Depends a bit on the taxes. Right now, from just unboxing it, it really feels very solid. It doesn't feel like a 1,600 euro unit. It actually feels more expensive. But again, we have to test it, of course. Let me get something to open this up. I think the main reason why like the older equipment has all the tubes mounted on the back, like easily accessible, is so that you can easily replace it, but also can check if they are still seated after shipping. And sometimes with shipping, you know, you take out the tubes and package them separately. I don't know, actually don't know why nowadays all tube equipment actually has the tubes in the box. I don't know, maybe the tube sockets are now are better. I don't know. Ah, there it is. Oh wow. The inside actually looks really good. Look, this is the inside. And oh yeah, the tubes are seated. Oh well, they came out of their socket a little bit, so it's good to reattach them. So I always like to check devices that have been shipped just to make sure everything is still where it belongs before turning it on. But this looks good. All right, I got it working, connected now. Let's run some audio through it. As always, Sandstorm by the root. So we've got it on low comp, which is low ratio, and high comp is high ratio. I just looked that up. Fastest. And here we go. It's already compressing. And we turn down the input volume overall that I'm sending to here, so that we get the compression at around 0 decibels, which is like the best gain staging. You can also see here, like the output are pretty nice and level. And it's compressing now, and it's really interesting to hear again that very mu tube compression sound. Because it, if you ask me, it sounds so good. So let's make it a bit slower. Quite honestly, on fast attack and fast release, it's already pretty slow. It's not like your usual VCA or FET compressor. Let's put it on high comp. Bypass. Alright, let's also try the sidechain filter. Really nice. Let's try a different track. For me, it's always amazing to hear that very mu sound. And this one is actually built in a different way because it's a pentode. Very mu. Like normally I would expect the pentode to sound way harsher, but that's not the case here. Let's drive it pretty extreme. Yeah, I already like it, but in order to be really sure about what I think, I first have to test it for a few weeks. So I'll keep you all updated, and we'll make a video with a full review soon. And of course, don't forget to support the independence of my channel with the links below. Another way to support me is by pledging a bit to the Patreon campaign, which I'll link on screen. And on Patreon you get early access to videos, access to the fan club, and some other cool stuff. The last way to support me and the whole YouTube platform is by watching more videos. So I will, of course, link one of my videos on screen. And I want to thank you all for watching. Keep pushing, and bye-bye. Sorry, I just can't do it without a hand sign. It's just, that's the thing.